if you do the challenge here, right, then your teammate will be able to play. And now the play will happen in this area, right? You guys will be attacking. Alright. You only play solo queue?
I mean, I play both, but mostly solo queue when I try to rank up.
Okay, I see. Here I like the patience. Yeah, in a way I like the fact that you're patient. But in another way, do you see like how what is your plan here?
Get one to challenge, I guess, pop it, and then root or do some other shit for the second defender.
Okay, so you wanted to like bait one, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, I see. Because what I was gonna say, otherwise, there's like you could just like go directly for something right away. Because yeah, I feel like in a way, yes, you wanted to bait them, but you also got baited because like you still were not able to do what you wanted to do because you didn't have full control of it.
Exactly.
Okay. So here you do get beat here, so you have to be very careful because your teammate is not like not in place. It's gonna be
It's
fine. You do have the boost, okay. Not too bad. Just wait here. It's okay. The touch was not super great. By the way, I'm just gonna like lower the volume because your boost is it's quite loud. Good shot. So far, you've been playing well overall. No, good start.
Okay.
You have the time here. Well, not that much time. Um, I mean, you couldn't really guess that he was gonna get demo you. So I do understand.
Didn't
Like,
hear it.
yeah, that turn was bad though. Okay. So here your team seems like he's gonna get it right. So why are you turning into the net?
Yeah, I'm
Right.
trying to fix that problem.
Because I'm not saying like to go full trust and go to the middle and just be ready for a pass. No, just point your nose towards like forward, right? What is gonna happen? Maybe he's gonna slam it away, and then it's gonna be your ball. So then you will continue, or you will have the opportunity to like go for like go behind him as like he continues directly. See what I mean? Right now, if he plays, you wouldn't be ready for what is to come. See, for example, here, this ball could be yours. Or at least you could be doing a challenge with the opponent, right? But right
Mm.
now, essentially, like, you're not there, so like now they will have a free ball. For some reason, this guy decided to not go. Like I don't know why. Like I don't know why he didn't. Cause like here he could have just turned. It was a free ball for them. See, like if this guy turned, um, you know, you'd have essentially a 1v1 with him. If this guy had to turn again, maybe like a passing option. But see, like you would be in a bad spot because
Yes, it's a yeah.
in a way you're letting them play. For some reason, well, he decided to take the boost and so he left. So he's gonna be fine in the end. But you wanna be careful about that. Timmy gives the ball away, unfortunately. This is yours. Good beat. Nice. Put some pressure here. Pressure can turn. It's fine. Good bump. Well, good beat. Let's go. So far, the beginning was clean. Obviously, there is some stuff that could like be improved, like mechanically or like speed wise, but like not looking too much into the mechanics for now. It's a bit unfortunate here. No. I don't know what the goal was here, but no. For she got demoed. You do spawn on the correct side. Okay, yeah, your teammate went kind of slow. Not too bad. Here you want to take a couple of pads. Yeah, so see like how here you didn't take anything at all. Because perhaps like, well, your teammate kind of cuts you in a way, right? Because if your teammate went behind earlier, it would have been your ball to go. related to pressure. I mean, you kind of left him the boost, but now what do you do right now, right? See, like how
Yeah,
there's none of you who can push forward. You don't have any boost. Your teammate is rotating back. So like one of you needs to go. It's probably gonna be your teammate because I don't know. It's gonna be you. Even if you don't have boost, and even if you're gonna be late. In the way, like there was a very awkward situation where you guys let them play, right? So what you could have done, for example, was, so here you do this. Now your teammate is gonna have. You could have went for this mid boost first of all, and then you go back to the middle. If not, you know, 1 pad, 2 pad, 3 pad. And what's happening when you are here? Your teammate will see you, right? He will see you, so he won't go there. That's how you want to communicate in a solo queue, by the way. If you make an action that is very fast, you know, like like for example, if you'd like to just go away from the ball, right? Your teammate might be confused at first, like, why are you leaving? But they see you leave, so it's like, okay, I guess it's mine. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, they
So
don't know about fake sometimes.
if you make an action very fast, like your teammate has enough time to like see what you're doing and then adapt. So like here, if he saw you already trying to challenge for this, then he would try to go directly for this boost and then try to like help you out. Right now he does a bad rotation, fair enough. But so do you. In fact, why not? You could also have taken this boost and then you go for this, right? And then it's kind of bad for your teammate, but he would have to get like a couple of pads or even go all the way back. Because yeah, like if you took that boost, maybe you could have went here, like slow down the play for your teammate to come back and then do something. But in a way here, you guys are just like letting them play, and like this is not gonna be too bad, right? Like they don't do anything with it, but that's exactly like the problem. Like it's not because you guys played well, it's because they played badly, right? If they had a bit more mechanics, if they had something to do, you guys are just letting them have a free attack essentially. Yeah, I understand. Could you have maybe done one touch? Yeah. I was gonna say like I don't really like the flip because you're giving the ball away and now you're trying to chase it and you won't get it. But it's fine. You do demo him, which is okay. Take some pass and get closer to the play. I like that. See, this is good. You know, well, the flat was not the greatest, but you have enough boost. Like here, you're a bit too much under the ball. You might do something. Never mind. I was maybe thinking you're gonna do like an air dribble or something.
Oh,
But yeah,
hell no.
the reason why this was awkward is because the ball is really just like straight above you. While for example, if it was, you know, if here you slow down a little bit, just a little bit, right? You know, take a bit wider. See how if you were like just even here, it's already like simpler, right?
Yeah.
Plus the fact that these guys are like scared, so you could have done something good. Let's take a shot, something on target, right? Because like even if you do like a shot on target, they save it. You just like follow, you take the boost, and then you just like try to continue the attack. To be fair, you do send the ball behind them, so it's kind of like awkward for them. So here you do have to rotate. Take some pads. Set the way. Good. Just leaving. Fair enough. And for the demo, this is good. Well played. Thankfully, your teammate, like, unfortunately, your teammate messed up. But the decision making here was good enough. Like, you went for a demo when you had to. Don't be scared to pressure here. Like, pressure them a bit more, right?
Closer.
Yeah, because, like, you see how they are a bit awkward. So here, like, what you want to do, like, whenever you pressure them, is you want to make them do a decision, right? Because here, look, your teammate is ready. See that? Your teammate is ready to follow up, right? So you don't want to be like, see how now your teammate is awkward? Like he wanted to get closer, but like, see, he took this boost, he turns it into the play, but the play has not even developed yet. It's like now he's forced to do this, and see, like if you were to do the 50 right now, it would be kind of bad because your teammate is not ready for this, right? And in a way, it is your teammate's fault, right? But could you also have done something else differently here? Yeah, right. See how in a way you're kind of letting them play until you do end up getting the ball here, right? But if we just look at this, right? If you went a bit closer, right? Do a fake challenge, right? Because like right now, like look, you need even boost, right? I want you like to whenever you do a fake challenge, like boost a little bit to scare them, then you leave. In fact, here you could have done the 50, because like it's like because from this moment onwards, he doesn't have any like a lot of options. You see what I mean? Like
Okay.
he cannot go up anymore, right? He's forced to go down, so you can like kind of predict his trajectory. And what I want to for you to realize is that if you do the challenge here, right, then your teammate will be able to play, and now the play will happen in this area, right? You guys will be attacking. Well, now, like because you decide to delay the play, it's gonna happen here, right? So you giving them time to like reset and go back. See what I mean?
Yeah, it's hard to be potent against them. Yes.
Yeah, cause like why do you do this for now? Like why are you shadowing and just playing safe right now?
Like funneling, I guess, to start the play later. But
I mean, it can work, right? You can do like a counter attack after. Like it definitely can work, cause like you can like bait the enemies into your half and then you go super fast to like beat them. But the thing is, there's like now both of you are ready. If your teammate was in the net and stuck there, this would make sense, right? Because you want to gain time for you to defend together. But right now, both of you are set in place, so you could decide to like attack earlier. Because like here, see you letting them play, you're letting them closer. Thankfully, you're able to get that boost, because otherwise it would have been kind of bad. And yes, you're doing that counter attack. Well, not super successful, but you had the counter attack chance, right? Um,
yeah.
yeah, it's kind of rough. I mean, yeah, this is just like dribbling. You have to do more dribbling challenge. Take some pads, take some pads.
So would you say, sorry, to interrupt. I
Yeah, go
guess
ahead.
it's a big decision to ask if the teammate is behind me, I guess I could always look for the challenge. But
Uh,
if the teammate is in front of me, I could just funnel, like the binary decision.
yeah. If you want, like, I can show it to you, right? We have two positions in Rocket League, in twos at least. You have the P1 and the P2, right? The goal of the P1 is to challenge, to put some pressure, right? If he cannot challenge, if like there's like no good challenge, he just makes a like just put some pressure, try to do a fake challenge, try to disturb the play, and then he leaves, right? And then you have the P2, who is the one who's gonna be ready for the follow-up. So the way I want to think of it is this way: if you do a challenge here, let's say that you do a challenge with this guy, right? What is gonna happen from this outcome?
50s.
It could be a 50, like it should be a 50 here, but like it could like go in all way. It could be a pinch. It could be something. Who knows? Like the ball can go like in all ways, right? And then what your teammate wants to be is like he wants to be ready, right, for this. This is where the P2 comes in. So like here, for example, here your teammate is a bit more to the left, which is not good because now if you look at like his area of action, he's more like doing this, right? It's kind of like pointless. Like he should be a bit more, behind. Maybe he wants to make a pass and see that like he's expecting the ball to go to the left, but you shouldn't be guessing, right? Then what happens when you do your challenge with this guy? Now we have a situation of 1v1 between your teammate and this guy. So now it's way easier to score, right? Because instead of having two layers of defense, now you only have one, right? So if you do a 50, the ball goes to the left, and now your teammate has a free ball. Now your teammate has a 1v1 with this guy.
So I guess what I'm getting is that as P1, I should basically always just drive challenge at least, unless it's a really bad position like corner, their corner or
If you
something.
get if you're getting beat, fake challenge. Because what happens when you do a fake challenge, right? You scare the enemy so that they give the ball away. So like they, for example, they take the ball away, which the ball will just go to your teammate, right? So the first level of understanding is that the P1 challenges. The second level of understanding is that the P1, his goal is to create a team advantage, right? So even if like you cannot get the ball, if you're able to force them, like that's fine. Think of it in defense, right? If you are in defense and like for example you're defending against someone who's doing like a free preset, if you're the P1, your goal is simply to go. right? If you're able to save it, that's good, right? Your team can then follow up. If you're not able to save it, you at least want like to force them. Because if you're able to force them to use that flip, then what happens is that like your teammate has a better chance of saving it. Because like now the enemy doesn't have a flip anymore, right? So that's a bit how you want to think of it. Like you want to attack together and defend together. So for example here, yeah, like for example here, like if you lost the control, if you made a good 50, that would have been fine, right? Because by doing a 50, you involve this guy into the play. So now it's going to be in between this guy and your teammate. Obviously, it does require your teammate to be in proper place, etc. But because for example here he wasn't. And a good example is here, right? Look, injection is gonna happen here, right? So where do you think you want to be here on the field?
Like more in goal, I guess.
Not necessarily in the goal, but you would at least want to be ready to follow up, right? You want to be ready in case it goes like badly, right? You save it or like it goes in the corner, or in case your teammate is able to beat them, you want to be able to follow up, right? So a good way, for example, if I look at your positioning, a good way you could have done that with taking pads, right? You flip here, take a pad, take 2, take 3, and see how you are here. You have at this moment you have like the choice, right, of going forward, like more attacking or defending. You see that what I mean?
Yes.
So this is a good positioning, right? Because as a P2, you will be able to follow whatever your P1 does. So like for example here, if he attacks, you turn around, you flip here maybe. See, you get close. You wait for what he's gonna do. He messed up. It's fine. Like now you just like decide if you wanna go or not, which you could go. In the end, you do go. You messed up, but it's fine. Like yeah, I like the fact that you're using the camera. Are you on a keyboard?
No.
Okay. No, because I thought like the camera switch was like very fast, but I guess you can also do that on controller.
Yeah, settings.
Right, so like this is good positioning, right? You're ready for what's gonna happen. Now it's like a bad positioning, right? Because you are only covering one option. See what I mean?
Oh,
So,
I see.
because like here, teammate has, okay, cool. Now interaction happens. Sure, your teammate messed up. Okay. But still, you won't be ready. And see how now you are back to defense. Well, thankfully, the enemy gave you the ball. So, and like he's camping for the boost. But if he didn't, he would have, they would be in attack now, right? A good metric if you want is, see like your positioning here is good. You can maybe like get a bit closer if you want, but not turn around before the play, right? See how right now you are looking like this? You're expecting that the play is gonna happen to the right side, but who knows, right? So like it would be at least better to be like this, and in case you turn like that, if you really cannot go, you can always just go back as you did. But you at least have like the chance of, I think I'm lagging here. Okay, we're fine. You still have the chance of like going and, blocking them. Then it's gonna be fine. They give you the ball.
I tried too hard to read that they're gonna boom it or something.
I don't know what you did here. Like because like this guy is awkward. I don't know like what he's doing. Gonna give the ball away and then you see like you give the ball away and then you try to chase the ball back. It's gonna be yours. Good try on the shot. Didn't work, but that's fine. It's not too bad. Slightly risky, but you got it. You got the demo, which is good. Good demo void. You beat one. You have an open. So mechanically, I'm already saying you, I think you need to work a bit on your shooting. Because you had a couple of occasions where you could have scored like already, right? Just like with pure good shooting. Unfortunately, like here, that was, wow. It's fine. I guess you made a pass. So I'm just gonna like it's not gonna matter at your level. I just want to be like to make it clear though. Be careful of not going too far out of the play, right? Because here, if this guy was a bit better, he might be able to do a catch, like even like let it bounce and then go. And see like now since you're far, you will only be able to play the defense, right? So I feel like you went for the boost and you just like let them play once more. It's not gonna matter because they gave you the ball, which you kind of give back. Did you have to boom it? Yeah, like what is the plan here?
I missed the tempo to control.
I mean, you had plenty of time to control if you wanted, right? Because like this ball is going for you. Okay, okay. First of all, the fact that you're boosting a lot makes the tempo harder, right? Because like now you're arriving at max speed towards the ball. Like here, you don't have any reason to boost, right? For example, you could have like just not boosted. You just like go under like behind the ball, then you popped it and you go for an dribble, for example. Right, you could have done that, or like even like a small pop and you try to like do a dribble bounce or just like a normal dribble, whatever you wanted to do, you could do it because you have the space. But here, because you're boosting, first of all, it makes the ball harder to have with like the good bounce timing. And if you're flipping into it is also kind of meh, right?
True.
Because now, while the ball is going in their end, which is like not too bad, but you don't have the control of it. So now you're just chasing. Good try on the bump. Yeah, the flip was a bit risky. I think they do score. Nope, they don't. Cause like you see like how all of this interaction kind of happens because of you in a way, right? You guys as a team had the advantage. Now they have the ball, and now like here they should have scored. Sure, your teammate made a mistake. Yes, but you left him on his own too. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that was very troll.
Thing is, I don't dislike the bump attempt here. I feel like you're maybe like a bit late because if you had that bump attempt, that would have been great. Like your team is not positioned properly. I like the bump attempt. I don't like you taking this boost. That makes sense. Whenever you do a bump, you know, the good thing is try to find bumps that happens to be in line with like the rotations, right? Like if you want to do like this rotation, see, if you're doing this rotation, you can get a bump here without extending. So it's good that you're going for those bumps, like your division is good, but then going for this is a bit risky, especially since you messed up the bump, right? Because if you got the bump, you could say like, oh, I gained some time for my teammate by removing one player, so I can extend a little bit, right? But here you messed up the bump. So like right now you like, see, you're essentially saying to your teammate, good luck. You're in a 1v1, good luck. And unfortunately, he messed up. You guys won't be scored by, I don't know. I mean, I guess he also needs to work on his shooting. No. We don't have to. I don't know why you're going into the net here. So, okay, two things. So, I want you like to look at this rotation, right? Do you think that there is a problem here?
And the 2v1 already happened, but yeah.
Well, yes, but after that, right? Like here it's already bad, but so
I'm not sure.
do you see how the play is happening like on one side and you're just driving on your own, like you're just vibing on this side, right? Like here I would be expecting of you, like you took this boost, okay, oh shit, I have to go back, go more to the middle here, see, because you can maybe like get the bump or not, and if not, the play is now happening to the right, so you go to the left, that way you arrive like this. See what I mean? Essentially,
Yeah,
essentially you kind of like took just like a straight line, right? Right, and now because of that straight line, it's kind of hard to turn, so like you're going into the net for like no reason really. It's gonna be fine, you get the ball again. See how like the enemies you're playing against are pretty lenient, right? He gave you the ball, cool. But you wanna be a bit careful about that. So you can do some pressure. See, I feel like this is sad. Like, why not go for that? Right? Because here you can either beat him or you can do a 50. Right? In all cases, it's gonna be fine, right? Because like this, by doing this, essentially he can maybe continue the play and maybe beat your teammate. Right? See, in a way, in a way, this is again slightly your fault. Sure, your teammate I don't know. He didn't do proper gameplay. I don't know like what he was doing. But you let them play, right? You let the ball go here at least, which made the pass for this guy. So like all you had to do there was challenge, right? How can you know that, right? So look, teammate is behind you now, right? Did you see that? Did you catch that?
I guess, yeah.
Another way you can view it is like look at the field here. If you don't see your teammate, that also like gives you information that he's behind you. So here it's your ball, go for it. Like this guy is gonna be a bit awkward because he's gonna do like this turn like this, so you can pressure. So like this, and see like your teammate is behind you, right? So right now at the P1, go for it. It is your ball, you go for it. You do a good 50, your teammate takes the follow-up, and he might have a 1v1, right? If he doesn't have a 1v1, it's gonna be fine, because after your action, you're just gonna rotate behind him, right? So, like, it's very good to have, like, a layer of defense, and so, like, whenever you do have that layer, don't, like, be scared of going, right? I'm not sure, like, if you remember, like, why you didn't go there.
It's my normal like passiveness, not trying to get into 2v1 ever. I guess just trying to fake and eventually get a good defense and continue from there.
Yeah, so general rule as a P1 we don't want to fake, right? If you do that, that fakes maybe that's gonna fake the enemy, but it's also gonna fake your teammate, right? Because he's behind you, he's waiting for something, like, for you to do something. You can only do a fake challenge like as a P1 if you know that you're not gonna get the ball, okay? Like if you just know that, like, just like going would be bad, right? So you do a fake challenge and then you just rotate back, because then the goal is just to put some pressure so that your teammate is able to get it. Because we don't like wanna like just like challenge for like do like a dummy challenge where you like jump and hope to get it, right? But in that case, you couldn't have gotten it, right?
Could have touched it, yeah.
Yeah, because like you know, 50s are not too bad, right? If you do a good 50, it should be fine. So here I'm not sure why you didn't go for the mid boost.
I wanted to puff, but I missed the small pads.
Yeah, because what I mean is like if you get like if here the moment you land, you like flip here, right? Then you do have a choice of either I go to the right if my teammate was able to win, or I go to the left, and like try to defend. You could also have went for like these line of pass, right? One, well, this guy is not going to spawn, but yeah, you have this one which is like if you want to go very safe. I honestly mind it because it's gonna be you're gonna be kind of fine. But do you see the problem here?
Yeah.
There's happening. You're facing your net. So now, how do you save this? You have to do a turn.
Oh, again.
Why not go on the backboard here? I want to look it from your POV because I feel like if you just went to the backboard, this would have been a very easy save. Yeah, why not go on the backboard here?
I guess no confidence. That's true.
Because it would have been easier for like like obviously you have to go on the wall. You might, I mean, at this level, you should be quite comfortable on the wall, right?
Not too bad.
So like I feel like you could have gotten this, right? Because like you could also have gotten it with an aerial, but first of all, you're wasting boost. Second thing is like the angle is harder, right? Well, if you go on the backboard, you could have gotten like a very good follow-up, right? Maybe you boost a little bit to get like this, and see if you're able to get like a good clear. You can maybe clear to your teammate, right? Or just like catch on the side and you control like and take this boost and then you do a follow-up. Like here, even if you touch it, like you're gonna do a clear, but it's not gonna be super good. You did mess up. Teammate tries to go. Good try. Yeah, I mean, not much to say there. Because you were awkward because of the first touch.
I troll too much.
Does happen. For sure you messed up the boost. Team is gonna get it, that's fine. This is yours. Not too bad. Good challenge. That was good, see? Because by challenging, even if you didn't create anything good, as a team, you made it so that they don't have the ball, right? So now your teammate has a chance of getting the ball. So like right now your goal is just to take some boost and to get closer to the play. Right? See, like these are the more dangerous challenges, right? Whenever you are the P2 and then you're doing a challenge. The reason why is if you mess up, there's no one behind you. So here you have to be a bit more careful, right? As a P1, you can challenge kind of like more carelessly. Again, don't go for like too much carelessness though. But here you just need to be a bit more careful. There was a way you could have scored it. To be fair, it's fine because you do a good 50, which doesn't go right into your net. As an advice, I would tell you to rotate on the opposite side. Right? I don't know if you ever heard about that advice, right? To rotate like towards the middle, alongside the middle.
Yeah, of course. Back post.
Well, it's not like we don't have to go back post here. But like if you want like a general reason, is because if you do rotate alongside the ball, if you ever have to go for the ball, then you have to like do a weird turn. Like a very sharp turn, it's gonna be a bit awkward. Well, the more you go outside, like if you like take like a very outside rotation, you can always cut into the play with like a sort of more of a natural line. Obviously, like here the drawings are not super great, but I think you understand the principle, right? If you're like here, you can like always like take a couple of pads, go toward the middle, and see like how this is very natural, and you get some pads. Obviously, here you could not have taken like the super wide rotation, but even like slightly wider like this, right? You turn like this, makes it it's slightly easier to to go for it, rather than doing the full turn, which in the end you do get beat because you're wasting speed doing that turn. And now there's confusion as well. That is the other reason why voting on the same side is a bit confusing, right? Because like here, if we looked at the part rotation, your teammate goes like you're supposed to do like this, right? You kind of like mixer circle, right? He goes, and you do like this, right? Instead, you're trying to cut, but the issue is that yes, you can maybe get it if you cut, but you won't have like a good angle for it. Cause like see how now your teammate is facing the ball while you are on the side. Like even if they did like a 50, you would still lose the 50, right? After like I do understand like, there's like not a lot of time, so maybe that's also why you guys are like trying to
Yeah.
to precipitate the play, but
And I saw he had no boost and he was leaving. That's why I kind of wanted to get that second.
yeah, I see what you mean. Uh, let's look at it from your PV. Well, here doesn't have any boost, so I do understand. Like, see, yeah, here I do understand it. It was not super optimal. But see, like how on the second turn you don't have the information, right? Like here,
Yeah.
okay, here where is he, right? For sure, like he didn't have boost, but maybe he does, and now he does. So then it's gonna be fine. Oh, it's unfortunate. You jumped a bit too early. And here I think it's yes, it's just a kickoff mistake. My kickoff was not too bad, but yeah, I could have hit it a bit more to the middle. You hit it a bit more to the left, and your teammate trusted a bit more, like a bit too much. It's quite unfortunate. But what do you think about that first game?
I mean, especially with what you say and what I know as well, I think it was a bit troll, but also unlucky. Yeah.
Yeah, because like yeah, you could have gotten a couple more occasions with like slightly better positioning and rotations, and also by challenging as a P1, right? Sometimes you're just letting them play when you could just do things. And mechanically, honestly, it's more of you shooting, right? Obviously, if you could, like, we saw, occasions where you could have done something a bit more. Like, for example, at some point you messed up a dribble. So if you were a bit more, like, better with dribbles, maybe you could have done something with that, right? Sometimes you had, like, you had an occasion for, like, maybe an air dribble, right? But the most occasions you had was just, like, simple shots that could have just went in directly. If you had, good angle, good power, etc.
Yeah.
So let's look at the second game. Let's look at this one.
I don't remember that one because it was a few days. I'm changing my place a lot. So.
Yeah. So wait, this one was like was it before your lose streak or?
This was, I think, still C1 maybe or C2.
Okay. Okay.
Not the final.
Kickoff was a bit suspicious, but it's fine. Here, this boost grab is a bit risky. It's gonna be fine. The reason why it was a bit risky is because if this guy played fast, right? If, like, for example, he boomed the ball away to his teammate, now you guys have like a bad situation, right? Where essentially your teammate is kind of on his own. Yeah, it's gonna be over. Unfortunate. Your teammate kind of changed like early, but that's also because you went super far. Honestly, the only way you could have maybe saved it was if you got like closer, and that way you can do an early challenge, right?
Yeah.
Because essentially, from this moment, it's just like over, right? So the only way is if you're able to do a good challenge, or if you're somehow able to avoid the demo. Which you kind of almost did, but yeah, it is unfortunate. Nice. Good beat. Yeah. I would have said like here, see, you beat him. You have 43 boost. Try to not waste all of your boost, right? Because look, you wasted all your boost. Sure, you're supersonic, but then what? What do you want to do with 4 boost?
I guess I panicked trying to.
Because here we know that like the other guy is gonna be quite far for maybe 2 seconds, right? So just like a normal flip, even if you could like get like 20 boost, right? You can like use 20 boost plus like a flip to get supersonic, and then you have 40 boost here, which maybe you can do like a doomsday dish or try to do a 50 with him. Try to make like a pass if you're able like to get the ball like rolling like this, right? You can like see when your teammate is and, like try to like pop it towards him. Because here you kind of did like something like this was like just like screaming help me to your teammate, right? Thankfully he was able to help you out. There's no boost there, unfortunately. That was fine. But I do think there was a window for you to challenge, right? I don't know if you see it. He doesn't have control, doesn't have control. Now starting to have control. So if you were a bit faster, you could have maybe like been here, maybe bump him even, or just like pressure him so that he flips. And then he kind of gets scared on his own. So it's gonna be fine. You beat 2.
Like when you say challenge, you mean like flip or?
But it's simply that, okay, for example here, like, if we look at this, right? There's no boost here, so first of all, if you didn't flip, like, shouldn't have flipped there. So if you went more to the middle, you'd have been, see, like, the moment where he doesn't have control of the ball, like, it's like here, it would have been something we could have changed. So if you felt like you had the balls to go for that, it could have worked, because he didn't have full control of it. Proof is that his flick was very bad. If not, little like fake challenge a bit earlier, right? Because in a way here you can like let him like play in a way.
Yeah.
Like see, he sees you, but like he's not scared of you because you're not very scary, right? Like you could even hack demo him if you wanted. Where's your teammate? Oh, your teammate went a bit far, unfortunately. It's gonna be fine here, right? So like, what you did was let's read this way. What you did was good, right? Something like I think you should have like at least boosted a little bit to like scare them a bit more, or even like you could have went. It's up to you, but okay, you have the ball. So if you have no boost, well, you can take boost, or you can do a 50. No, 50 is when you have no boost is completely the right choice, right? Because like even if you have no boost and the enemy has full boost, you can still like do something that's quite fair if you're able to get like a good hit. Yeah, I mean here it's more of a mechanical issue. To be fair, you could have also waited a bit more for your teammate to go for a demo, but he was already far, so I understand why. Oh, you thought it was over. It was not over.
Yeah. No trust.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of understand it, but oh, now you're so awkward. Holy. So here you did this. Now your team is gonna take. Now you have two things you have to do. What do you think are the two things that you have to do?
Cover as much as possible, so I guess be in front of goal.
Well, you have to reposition and to take some boost, right? So for example, what you could have done here was after you land, instead of turning on this side, you could like turn on the other side. I was gonna say like take this pad and this pad, but it's taken. Like maybe like take this one and like turn back into to take this middle one. Cause see like you would see like all the moment like you're in the net right now, you're not helping at all, right? See how for all of this, now it's your turn to play. You have no boost, right? Well, if you did something like where did you start? You've been in nets for so long. You land here, okay? You turn like this, right? Here, depending on the action, if your teammate gets beat directly, you could like turn like this, or you can maybe extend here, right? Instead of doing this, right? Your teammate's gonna go, so you could like just like take some boost, take some boost again, because essentially where you wanna be is you wanna be in the vicinity of being ready for the follow up, right? You wanna be like where you can do something, but you can also like take the boost here and like just like have fun. That way, whenever it's your turn to play, you have some boost. Like here, I'm not asking you to be like full boost. I'm just asking you to have at least like 20, right? Because if you have 20, you could go for this. See what I mean? Because if you go for
Yeah.
this, you're not letting them play, right? You could do a challenge, you 50 him. If you're able to 50 him, it's gonna be fine, right? While he took your boost, you did beat him. I don't know even how. Probably because he wanted to go for the boost. Unfortunately, you didn't get the demo. So here I feel like you should have committed to the demo, right? So like remove the ball cam and demo this guy. Because think of it this way. The interaction that is going to happen between this guy and this guy, right? Who's going to be playing the next ball?
I guess Tay because of the backboard.
Yeah, it's going to be Tyler. Like unless this guy is able to score with like with a very nice angle, but it shouldn't happen, right? So like if you demo this guy, well now whatever Deluxe does, it's not going to be a goal. So like here, just commit full demo, right? And then you turn around. See, if you demoed, you can even like turn on the other side and continue. Cause like, see, now Tay has the ball. So I feel like you had the idea of demoing, which was good. You just had to full commit to it. It's not too bad. Kind of gave the ball away, fortunately. Cause like here, if you just like did one touch at least, or like one slow touch, would have been fine. Got demoed. It's not too bad. See here, you were kind of ready. To be fair, you kind of went a bit, like in the first place, you went to the backboard as if you knew where it was gonna go. Obviously you can anticipate a little bit, but what if it went to the middle, right? So I would have been maybe like more here, where I can go up, but I can also like go down if I want. Because like here you went a bit too high, which gives that's 50. But it's not too bad. Let your teammate go, and then you follow up after. Yeah, you don't shoot. You don't have a lot of boosts. Oh yeah.
That was tough.
Yeah, but I kind of understand it. Like, so you had no boost for so long. Okay, here you kind of gave the ball away. He could have scored here. you made the perfect pass for
Yeah,
him. Pass, and he just scores. Because your teammate went a bit too forward.
that was bad touch.
Right, take your time. Oh, the boost spawn. It's fine. Do a 50. Perfect. Look at this. Look at this beauty. You just beat someone. Now your teammate has a free ball. And a 1v1. I wouldn't advise you to go for this big boost. You know why?
Not close to the play, Can't
Yeah.
help.
The problem with the big boost is that they are placed far from the play, right? So what you could have done here was actually like take a pause, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we go to the more to the middle after. But you can have plenty of boost with the path. Plus you missed. Okay, either you missed it, or you just didn't commit.
As I realized what you're saying.
Yeah, but that you have
Let's
no
see.
boost and you're so far. But yeah, like
I'm still learning it. I'm still learning, so focusing on it. Yeah.
it's fair enough. But see here, for example, if you just like you could have taken the mid line or even like this one, right? So you might have been a bit too far here, but yeah, and the mid line. See, you take this. If your teammate decide to cut into the play, so you're still gonna be placed properly. It could have been yours to go. This is your free ball for
Yep.
you, which you're gonna give away, unfortunately. Like this is a free ball, right? It's hard. You do have to control it in a way. So like I understand, but you do end up giving it away. Thankfully, you're gonna get it back, which you do end up giving it again away.
It's so true.
Because like if you look at it, like on all of the occasions that you're getting, you're only like playing half of them. But every time you get a ball, you're just gonna like slam it away. So like now you cannot do anything, right? Like not necessarily that you will succeed if you like took your time, because you still have to like make a good shot, make a good mechanic, but you still had the opportunity of doing something, right? For example, here this guy is awkward. Take your time. Worst case scenario, do a 50, right? The 50 involves a player. Like that's one of the best things you can do if you don't have any idea, anything you can really do. That's just good enough, right? Here, just give the ball away, then you try to like chase it. You have no boost. You're gonna try to go. Like this time, you did a good 50. See, by doing a 50, essentially the ball goes away from the teammate, like from the enemy. So it can be an opportunity for a teammate. To be fair, here it's gonna go to them. I think I call up pads. This is good. I don't know why you're going necessarily to the net here. Yeah. I don't necessarily like it. I kind of understand why, but you don't want to be like stuck in those positions, right? Where you're on the net and you don't know exactly what to do, if that makes sense, right? I mean, you know about back post rotations, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, but
Well, I wouldn't call this back post, but usually the reason why we like the back post is because when you arrive here, you have like this angle, right? But what is also important is whenever you arrive here. So, for example, here,
oh, too early.
yeah, you were too early. So, for example, you could have like actually like taken this boost, because when do you want to arrive to the back post? Essentially, whenever there's gonna be an interaction, right? So, like for example, here it would be great if you arrived here, right? Because then you could like maybe go for this, right? To be fair, the reason why this is awkward, is because there's no one in changing this ball. See, everyone is letting him play, and it's not gonna be too bad because like he's very awkward. So like even like if you just like slow down around here, right? Because that's the way you had that angle would have been fine. Because the issue is, yeah, you see like how now when it's your turn to play, you don't have any boost, right? Now time you did this, now this is your ball. This is yours. You should be going at full speed at it. It's yours. But no, you have to go for the boost first, and then you go. And your team is gonna cut you because I mean I guess he didn't see you there probably. It's a bit unfortunate. If we look at it from his POV. Well, I mean, to be fair, he didn't do any effort. He should have led it to you. But he tried to catch it. It's unfortunate, but that's the reality of solo queuing. So here, all you had to do was just like slow down, take it, go a bit further. That way, you see, like you playing a lot of more space. Kind of bad that you didn't touch that. Kind of unfortunate.
I was so touch.
See here, I don't know. I guess he wanted to save it. But like, you could have like just like jumped like later even, and then you just saw that he got it, right? Because like jumping here, I think he's just panicked here. That was probably just panic.
This whole match seems like that.
Yeah. What I'm seeing is that every time it's your time to play, like same thing here, right? Wait, no, wrong guy, right? Now they double committed. Can I go for that ball? Not really. Well, I'm gonna get both the boost and the ball. But every time, like, it's like your teammate is playing, and like we cannot follow up, cannot do anything super great after. Just like a bit of awkwardness every time, right? Like here, if you just took a couple of pads, that could have been, you could have maybe like cut here, like slam it on the wall, take the boost and follow up after, or like even like just take a couple of pads. It's not gonna be fine. Like it's gonna be fine because you do get the big boost. You do end up slamming the ball away. Almost a good team play. So be careful here. You might be cutting. Good beat. Very nice. I like the fact that you're taking wider. See here, for example, this is something I don't understand, right? Right? If they boom the ball, you decide to like just like disable the ball cam and just like focus on taking the boost, right?
Yes, yeah.
Why not, for example, you know, either you go directly for it, that way you'll be ready after, or you wait to see what's gonna happen, so that either you go or you don't, right? Plus, you missed the boost. How did that happen? You decided
don't
to.
know.
You said like, okay, well, whatever happens, I'm just gonna take the boost. You missed it, and now it's your turn to play, and you have to do like a save without boost, which was well played. A bit greedy here, right? You went to the middle, but look, interaction happens. Do you know the outcome?
Oof. Might get tough.
Let's not guess, right? You don't know the outcome. You might go in always, so we want to be more ready. Usually, if you want to go for passes, you will see that sometimes you'll have occasions. Like for example, here maybe the pass could happen, so you could like try to go wider. Then you see that it doesn't happen, so they got more inside. See what I mean? So usually you will see if you look at your teammate if he has a passing option, depending like on how he's like faced, how the ball is, where the enemy are. And then if you see that doesn't happen, you go a bit more inside. That way you're gonna be able to, have a better follow up, right? Because right now, like you're getting from the outside.
Oh, this much. Okay.
Yeah. You remembered.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even have any words there.
Even the
Oh,
last one.
it's kind of unfortunate. I understand it was a hard thing to do. Either you could have caught it, but you don't have much boost. So if you were able to like wait for the bounce, and then you boom it, slam it like on the backboard, it could have been great for your teammate because then he can go, right? Um,
Yep.
to be fair, it's gonna be fine because see, your teammate was able to read the follow up, right? So he was ready. Just wanna take some boost. I think where you guys go over.
I was so grateful his call
Yeah, I understand.
after that bullshit.
Teammate goes. See, like this is one of those occasions where, okay, first of all, we could have seen like why you were far. For example, here you can like maybe flip to this boost. That way you can like boost in and get closer. Cause yeah, maybe instead of being here, you could have been like maybe like here, which could have maybe made this more doable. But here like you see that you can get beat, right? So this is a good occasion to do effect challenge, right? Because you jumped.
Yep.
Just kind of curious. Because if both of them didn't go, like if just one of them went, like there would be another guy ready for the follow up, and now he has a free shot. The reason why you have to like the way you can think of it is right now you're the P2, right? So if you commit, you're doing a P2 commit, which is going to be very dangerous because there is no one behind you, right? We want to be attacking together and defending together, right? We have like 2 layers of defense, 2 layers of attack. Here it's dangerous if you get beat. So if you cannot go for it, little fake challenge, gain some time for your teammate, then fake challenge, then shadow, until your teammate is able to get back or like he goes for a bump or something, right? Because you play a bit more slower, like play time there. Because here this was thankfully the enemies double committed. Otherwise, it would have been kind of bad. Yeah, so I mean, I don't dislike the fact that you wanted to go for this big boost because you saw that your teammate had time, so like it would have been fine. If you saw this, right, then you go this way, take this boost, and you go back. If you didn't take it in the end, but it's gonna be fine. I mean, you really want it. Boost? Ah, no. Ah, maybe.
Yeah,
Fine,
the
guys.
challenge.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's really just, like, see, your team gave the ball, fortunate, but you had, like, to get, like, a bit closer. So if you cannot get it, like, then you leave so that your teammate is able to get. Or, like, this is just yours to go. So, like, you have to at least challenge here. Well, you did challenge, but it was not the greatest challenge. Yeah. I mean, you do have, like, I feel like that passiveness, right? Where, see, like, now they have just a free ball for themselves, right? Obviously, I'm not saying that you could have went for this, but you could have, like, maybe, like, scared them and see, like, then you turn around because now it's gonna be your teammate ball, and see, instead of you being in an awkward spot because you're waiting for them, which then gives that bad challenge, if that makes sense. And your teammate also messed up, but
So I would have like shadowed on that side. Or...
yeah, a good way you can think of it is, look, your teammate slams it away. You would be doing something like this, right? You go like this. You do like you maybe boost here to like do a fake challenge. Then you leave. You go back. That way, your teammate, he goes back like this. He goes for the next follow up, and then you go back. The reason why it might not seem obvious here is because they end up giving the ball away, right? So you might be as well like, well, why do I have to like do a fake challenge if they end up giving the ball, right? So it doesn't really like it doesn't seem as obvious. The thing is that the higher you go, the more people would be in the control, and so here you would want to be at least like in the vicinity. To be fair, you could have gotten it even here, right? Because they gave the ball away, but you did hesitate, right? Look, he gave you the ball away, so like now this is yours. If you did turn around, take this boost, go on the wall, you can boom it straight into the net, try to control it. But because you like what is the point of going backwards here, right? Like you decide to go backwards. Like,
Yes.
I mean, do you remember like what is happening in your head here?
I would assume I just wanted to get that beat of the more comfortable like bait, but I guess I wasn't also confident to go for it ASAP on the wall.
Yeah, I understand. Cause like even if you bounce, like if you waited for the bounce here, right? Then you go like this, right? Cause it's like what you want to do is like you want to at least like beat them, cause like he just gave you the ball away. Cause right now what you're doing is you inviting him to have a chance of beating you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess I need to be faster.
So I feel like we talked about bait earlier. I feel like you're trying to bait them, but you don't necessarily have the control, like the beat in place. If that makes sense, right? But if you want to bait someone, it's because you know that you will be able to outplay them. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
I feel like you're trying to bait them, but you don't necessarily have a plan, if that makes sense, right? Like, for example, here, yes, we could have worked, right? You try to bait them, but what do you do here? Right?
This is too close.
Because like if you touch the ball, he's gonna touch the ball too, right? But for example, someone who wanted to bait, maybe who like control the ball, then wait for them to come and then jump, for example, right? Because they have the control of the ball to adapt what they're gonna do depending on the enemy. Here, I just feel like you wanted to bait them, but in a way you kind of invited them to play the ball as well, right? So
Yeah.
you invited them to do a challenge, which then you lost, which then resulted in scoring. Team had to do the sort of fake, take some pads. Slightly risky because here you went super far. Now we're in an awkward spot. It's gonna be okay. A bit of confusion, but I mean there was like no time. So what do you think about this game?
I mean, This was way more troll than I would have liked. But
Yeah.
I
um,
guess I can learn from it still.
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of you can learn from because a lot of the things that you're doing makes you awkward, which then results in you having like a an awkward touch or like an awkward interaction. So if you're able to like reduce the level of awkwardness, you will see that you will get like better better outcomes in the end. So what I would recommend for you, so try to learn try to learn the pads, the line of pads. Because sometimes you go for a big boost a bit too often. But if I go here settings, standard, you will see that I'm able to move around the field, right, with just with the pads, right. You can like get a couple of pads, and I see I'm always in movement. I'm almost always supersonic, um, with just like the pads, right. And the good thing that you will see that it's the pads, the way they are set up on the field. Um, it makes it quite easy for you to do your rotations, right? So for example, here, let's say that I attacked. Okay, I have to go back. I do like this, right? Oh, I can cut in. Okay, I'm gonna cut in. I'm gonna be behind my teammate now. I'm ready, right? If you have to go like a bit earlier, I can like just do this, right? You go through the middle, and then I do this to have like a better angle of defending. Um, so like the paths are gonna be helpful for you. I think also if you could like watch some higher level players, it doesn't have to be like SSL, but like even like GCs, you will see like how they rotate. Sometimes like they take wider. They don't take like as straight as sometimes you do. They're not doing like like those awkward like sit in the net. Sometimes they will go into the net to like have a better angle, right? Like something like this, right? If the ball is gonna like facing you, but most of the time they will try to time more their arrival, right? So that they're able to like save something directly. So I think that could be helpful for you. And the last thing I'll show you in free play is more for your mechanics, right? If you look at shooting, I can have like for like single arrow jumps, I can keep my jump until like the backboard. See?
Mm.
So that means that if you're able to get like you're able to get like good aerials, right, where you can do like a shot like this, right? Very powerful. You do like you don't do like only like double jumps, right? Because if you do double jumps, then it's only gonna be like your touch that defines the power of the ball and where it goes. With a flick at the end, with a flip at the end, you're able to like give it power and change the direction. And honestly, that's one of the best way you can score, right? Uh, so like try to work more on your shooting. There is like the workshop map, aim training by Coco. I don't know if you know about that map.
Yes, I played sometimes.
That can be helpful for you. There's also like training paths for that. Even if just like in game, try to like be more mindful of like how you touch the ball, etc. Because like I think like most of your scoring opportunities was from the simple shots that you could have done. Then for the mechanics, there's also like more advanced mechanics that like, you can maybe learn like more dribbles, more something like stuff on the wall, that you can like start seeing being useful. But even so, it's just like you'll get more opportunities if you're able to get better positioned. Especially in the second game, we saw that defense-wise, it was very awkward, right? You do weird turns where you don't get boosts, so that when you have to play, well, you cannot play because you don't have any boost. So then you try to like do weird turns to like replace yourself, but it doesn't really help you out. So in the end, you end up like in a constant cycle, right? So I would say like those are like the most like biggest issues that you have to work on. Um,
Yeah, I agree.
And as what you said, like on Discord, as to like why sometimes on in Champ 3 lobbies it is easier than in Champ 1 lobbies, it's because of the pace of the game. Especially when you're in Champ 1 lobbies, everyone is slower, uh, which means that you have more time in a way. But since you're not using your time, like slamming the ball always, right? Which is one of the also you also need to work on that, right? Try to be more mindful. I have the ball, I have space. Let me try to do something. I can't do something. Let's do a 50, right? But do something, right? Because what was happening is that I'm pretty sure that in Champ 3 lobbies, you're going fast, right? You're slamming the ball away, but you're able to keep up with the pace. But now that the pace slows down, well, can you do something with like a slower ball? Not really. You're just gonna give it away, right? And sometimes you're gonna like, go too fast, and just like your teammates not gonna be able to follow. Sometimes you might get like out speed, but because you're going too fast, you're not able to control the ball. So like now it's not even like a yes, you beat someone, but can you do something after? Not really, right? It's like if you're playing at a lower level of lobby, you should have more time to do more things, to apply yourself more, to have a higher chance of success with like simple mechanics, right? And like we saw it in the first game, right? You could have like scored like 3 times with like simple shots, but you didn't. But you could have done they like took your time and try to do that at least. Like even like if you got like one shot, it would have been fine. You'd have been like able to equalize and then maybe win in the overtime. Like, you don't need a lot to win. Like those were very close games. Just just a little bit more occasions, a little bit more success in those occasions as well. Do you have any questions? Anything else you wanted to discuss?
Uh, I mean, I don't know. There are many things, many more detailed things, but I think it's too specific, especially the mechanics are too specific to talk on the session.
Yeah.
I think I will ask you if
Yeah, you can
that's
always
okay.
always ask me on Discord. And obviously here we went like to like the main points, like the main points that will help you out. Like obviously there's like a hundred things that could help you out. But like it will all be like depending on like the return of the helping, right? Like you could like work on stuff that wouldn't really give you much. So what we saw today was really what you can improve and what we will see more like the most results out of that improvement. Um, so yeah, like just take one thing at a time, try to work on it, try to be mindful about it in game until it kind of like becomes a habit, and then just repeat the process. And I'm sure that you'll see improvement. But yeah, if you have any questions in the future, just feel free like to text me on Discord, and I'll be telling you good evening.